Good morning, everybody. Good evening, whatever it is in your neck of the woods. This is Riddle Gold here. What we're going to do is we're going to do some chips today using the Clean Out sulfuric acid drain opener. And what you want to do first off is, so you want to weigh out your chips and measure your chemicals. So let's get this in frame here. Matter of fact, let me scoot you guys up. Get that. Oh, there's such a glare on it. Matter of fact. Right there, alright. So we're starting out with 377 grams of chips. Give me just a second, let me write this down. Alright, so we got 377 grams of chips that we're going to start out with. And you want to measure your chemicals and weigh your chips, so that way at the end you know exactly how much gold you recovered out of those chips, and also for your future runs you know how to do the adding on the chemicals and the chips combination. So give me just a second and we'll get started here. Alrighty then. So I want to go ahead and stress this at the beginning of this video. First off, if you don't know what you're doing with chemicals, please take the time to learn them before you go just mixing this and that and trying this and that, because chemicals can definitely hurt you. But not only that, they can also hurt other people around you. So I want to stress that just because this is drain cleaner, please do not underestimate it. Okay? Second off, you want to use a stainless steel pot or a ceramic pot. I use a ceramic pot inside of a crock pot. That's the best thing to use. But due to the circumstances that it's full right now, we're going to go ahead and use this Instapot. This is the AE20391 series. This is a 6-quart stainless steel pot, and what we have here is a pizza warmer, and so this is what we're using. You cannot use anything besides full stainless steel or ceramic pot. I would recommend doing it in a crock pot, and that way you have a ceramic pot. However, I have this, and so I'm just going to go ahead and utilize it right now. So again, please use safety. One of my friends had an accident where his pan said stainless steel, but it wasn't completely stainless steel, and so it ate the bottom of the pan out, and unfortunately he got burned on his feet. So that's why I have this tray here. This is actually the top of a dryer, and so I took it and flipped it upside down, and so everything's self-contained inside of here. So in case anything does happen, it will be contained in here, okay? So with safety out the way, we're going to go ahead and get started. I hope everybody understands that safety is a big priority on my channel, and so please use caution when doing this. Use gloves, long sleeve, goggles, respirators. Make sure you're covered, okay? So with that said, we're going to go ahead and continue. Let me go ahead and get this ready. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these 377 grams of chips. Oh, look, there is one gold corner chip in there. I didn't think there was any in there, but hey. Alrighty then, so what you're going to do is you're going to put them in there. And so, I'll show you guys. Looky right there. Looky. That's all gold. Okay, so with that being said, let me go ahead and lift you guys up so that way you guys can watch into the pot. And let me bring the pot a little bit closer so you're able to look down in it. Alrighty then, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to plug this in so that way I can start heating the chips while I am measuring out the drain cleaner. And again, you want to keep track of all this. You want to write all this down so that way you know how much chips you started with, how much drain cleaner you used, and so forth. And you can see I got my pad and paper right there. And so let's go ahead and continue getting this going. Actually, alright. So what I'll start with is, I'll start with 3 cups. I also have a water bottle here for squirting in case it does bubble up too high. You don't want to actually spray the liquid, but you can spray the bubbles and it will help keep them at bay. Okay, let me get this measured out and we'll be right back. So I know I said I'd start with 3, but I'm going to start with 2 and then we'll see where that gets us. Definitely gonna need another cup. Alright. And the first one that I do, I actually use straight drain cleaner. But the second one that I will do, I will actually use half and half. Alright, so with that being said, let me go ahead and write that down. That we added 3 cups, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, so go ahead and take you guys off of here. And I have it on the lowest setting, which is 1 right now. And as you can see, it's about this much over top of the chips. And so what we'll do is we'll let it get up to temperature here, and once we start seeing what the temperature is doing to them, then we'll go ahead and we'll make our adjustments from there. So I want to throw this in there that you want to make sure you have enough room for it to bubble up, because it will bubble up. If you guys didn't see my live before, this was a small test run that I ran and it bubbled up, and literally I didn't put that many chips in here. There was like that much chips in there, but you got to consider all the plastic that's on these chips that this takes toll on. It actually absorbs it, and so you got to have room for it to expand. And so now what you're seeing is the chemical reaction take place. And so you slowly bring it up to temperature. And again, if you see any sign of your pot starting to deteriorate, stop the process, drain it off, and get you a whole new pot. But I take this serious because I had someone get hurt that was very dear to me. Actually, they bought a pot that said full stainless, and it was not full stainless. So again, I just like to reiterate that. But what you're seeing now is the actual chemical process take place when you bring it up to temperature. Slowly bring it up to temperature.